Alright guys, this is rabbidluigi. I've decided to do a commentary with one of my friends from this countdown, the Most Wanted Sequels countdown. Quite a few things came up in the comments, games which people thought should be on there, and some sort of issues with kind of how it's made in some ways. But, you know, hopefully me and Pirate Higamaru, say hi Pirate. Hello? Is he there?
Hey.
He's there. That'd be bad. Yeah, so what we're going to do is...
There might be a small problem.
Is that a small problem?
Maybe. Just keep going.
Oh, yeah, you don't care. It's a commentary. We're winging this anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just going to go over a few things. The first thing I want to talk about is games which should have been on here. Well, not I would say games that should have been on here, but games that didn't get on here, which people think should have been on here. One which came up was Half-Life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Half-Life.
We probably should have put it on there, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we've done Half-Life 3 or Episode 3.
I think it might have been Episode 3. Well, Episode, I don't know. I haven't played any Half-Life yet, which is
Neither of us.
shocking. But Clown Boss, I'm surprised actually, because he had quite a big influence in this countdown, but he never mentioned it. He didn't. Half-Life. He never mentioned it.
I'm sure if he did now, he would.
Oh yeah, he would now, but you know, I'm sorry about that. I didn't think of it. No one.
Yeah, neither did. That's actually a good idea with whoever said that.
Yeah, I don't really have their names on me. Well, I could check, but it'll take a while. Other things which came up were the Mother series, as in, you know, Mother 3, Earthbound.
Yeah.
I basically said no. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no. Itoi even said that he didn't want to work on another Mother, so...
Yeah. My issue is that with the stuff which happens in Mother 3, you know, Mother 3 is a super depressive game. Really, really sad. And basically, you couldn't have a sequel. You literally could not have a sequel. That's like having a sequel to, you know, Metal Gear Solid 4. There's things in gaming you do not do.
And here's the thing,
go on.
Here's the thing, if it was a detached sequel, like, you know, it had nothing to do with Mother 3 and just had, like, small references to it, it could work. However, Itoi even said that he wouldn't work on the project. And if Itoi's not working on it, I don't want to buy it.
Yeah,
Itoi reason's so funny.
I mean, what you want is you want a sequel. Ideally, you know, hence the games you've got on here, you want a sequel to a game which doesn't feel forced. That's what you want.
Right.
Mother 3, you know, without spoiling anything, it came to a sort of, I wouldn't say a satisfying conclusion, but it came to a conclusion, which is all you need. And you know, after that, it's just making a sequel for nothing but money.
Right.
Which is never a good platform for creativity and all that sort of thing, you know. What else is there? You got any which probably should have been on?
What should that, like, people said in the comments?
Yeah. Do you know?
No, not really. From the ones I noticed, it was mostly like, why wasn't... what was it? It was mostly like, why didn't you put this on here? And it's like, well, that has a sequel for it. That sequel's coming out for it as we speak.
Yeah.
I noticed a couple of those.
I mean, we did have a few of them with Pikmin and No More Heroes.
Right.
Have them actually announced, but it's
exactly.
weird. Yeah. This project, it took at least 6 months to do.
Yeah, it took like half a year, so stuff wasn't that.
It's intense. You know, some of the stuff I've contributed on here was in Windows Movie Maker. I mean, that dates that quite well.
Didn't we put Smash Bros on the list, and then a sequel was announced in 3, and they're like, no, gotta scrap it.
Yeah,
and then we put Guitar Hero on there.
Yeah, Guitar Hero. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not that keen on the Guitar Hero sequel. You know.
Neither am I. I think the music game industry is pretty dead as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they can't really do much else. They can't.
Right. I mean, the way they phrased it was really interesting, and they did a good job. I'll give them that. But,
yeah, good entry.
You know, it's a good entry.
Yeah.
But as far as the idea for a sequel, I'm not too keen on it.
You know, they did well, but I don't agree with them at all.
Right.
Actually, while we're on this topic of Psychonauts, as you can see on the screen,
right.
Somebody, I'm not going to find their comment because it's quite far down. It's quite an early comment. They said they felt bored in this entry.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. I think the same thing happened with Sonic Adventure. And
they're both like 4 minutes long.
Yeah, they are quite long entries. You know, and when I saw the actual finished video thing, which Clown Boss and Utter Spartan posted respectively,
right.
I did look at them and say, sorry guys, we're going to have to cut this down a bit, because it's a bit...
And Clown Boss's response to that was hilarious.
No, I don't... Yeah.
He said, "No, I forbid you to sodomize my only child."
There we go. I mean, seriously, I can't really come back from that. And, you know, what he's done is incredible.
Yeah, it's an incredible entry. It's worth 4 minutes long.
I know, because what he's done...
covers everything.
Yeah, he's basically covered a whole game, which not many people know about, so he has to do it in quite a lot of detail. In a very short space of time, really. You know, it's basically a review, you know, without sort of, you know, critical thing in there. Sort of, I like this game, you know, it's a fact, it's a good game. Yeah, and it's underrated. It's very underrated. I might try and get it.
It didn't sell at all. It was in development for like a good 4 years, and they just stopped promoting it when it went to their publisher. It's like, why?
It's a real shame. It looks really good. You know, just watch
everything Tim Schafer does that happens. Grim Fandango failed, and I really want to play that. It's not even on Steam. And Brutal Legend failed, and that had a pretty big advertising campaign.
I kind of like the look of Brutal Legend. It looks a bit sort of...
I like the look of Brutal Legend, but...
Weird for the sake of weird, basically.
At the same time, I'm not a huge fan. I just don't have too much interest in it. Maybe pick up another Tim Schafer game and be like, oh, okay, Brutal Legend's cheap, I'll pick that up.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, the thing about it being boring. You know, I was never going to cut this down. It's too good. That's basically the conclusion from that one. Although, actually, before we get there... the thing with Sonic Adventure, again, this dates it quite well. After Spartan, he now is a very, very, very good sort of editor and a voice person.
Agreed.
Yeah, he's so good now. He's just incredible. I'll stop saying the word incredible. But the thing is, because I sort of fine-tuned his entry a bit, when I actually got the entry, oh, hang on, this is yours. I should probably stop talking. This is your voice.
No, you keep talking,
okay, fine. Actually, when I got Sonic Adventure, the vocals were all over the place. They were in different sort of volumes and tracks. It was like, what have you done?
Right, I remember that. Didn't he post it? He posted to the forum, and he just like, I remember listening to him like, oh god.
Sort of horrible.
It's hard to listen to
for
several reasons. I like the entry. I like the entry.
Oh, I'd say I didn't go into as much detail as Clown did. So it was a different thing. He covered 2 games, and I'd say added more humour. I'd say because after Spartan's a very funny guy. I'm not saying Clown was a funny guy.
People know a lot about the Sonic Adventure series, so you really don't have to go into too much detail.
Yeah, not to criticise it anyway. It's very good editing. The voice was dodgy. I actually had to spend the best part of something like 2 hours playing around in Sony Vegas, just changing and moving around and how loud it was, and sort of giving it a different channel in Vegas, and just playing around until it sounded good. And speaking of which, it's right here. I love the start of this though, because it's basically completely screwing you over by saying, "Oh, Super Mario Sunshine." Super Mario Sunshine does not need a sequel, although it would be nice to see Floodback.
Yeah, no. I knew you were doing Sonic Adventure. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
A lot of people, including myself, at least originally, didn't like how you kept saying Sonic Adventure on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's a reasonable complaint, because, I was irritated by it, but I got over it,
Yeah.
I posted something about, like, Sonic Adventure's on the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Not on GameCube. He's like, oh, well, that's where I played it first. I'm like, okay, whatever.
But yeah, I mean, it's a reasonable complaint, because the first time I played Okami was on the Wii, which is fair enough. But it's all about personal experience. If that's what you played first.
Right. However, when you're watching a top 10 list, and this people say they expect factual accuracy over, year, and I mean, I was like, you should probably change that or something, but he was like, I'm already finished with it, I don't care.
Just stick it in the pile. We'll get to it later. I don't know. But, we did have 14, 15 people working on it. And,
you had like 15. I think it was like 15. Yeah,
it's quite a lot of people.
Tons.
Yeah, and the reason why this thing was so difficult to do was the fact that, for example, Josh Scorcher, he did the top 10 card games, which has been out for a couple of days ago. What he did is he gave out, I don't quite know how he did it, but he gave out roles and parts, whatever, to other people to script and voice themselves, and then he edited that, which is probably the way to go.
No, Josh is a really, really good editor. He works fast.
Josh is just ridiculous. I mean,
he's
just god of editing. I don't know how he does it. I don't even know. But yeah, that was probably the most methodical way of doing it. What we did, you know, in our eternal wisdom, that's the word I wanted. What we did is we had people, like groups of people working on one entry. So, for example, for this, we have Utter Spartan doing Utter Spartan and Dokemon Studios. I'm trying to remember this thing off my head, so hang on, give me a sec. It's Utter Spartan and Dokemon Studios doing the script and the voicing, respectively, and then Utter Spartan doing the editing, which I suppose works. But when you have someone else doing the editing, it's not quite as good, because you have to sort of throw parts all over the place and you know, email and send, you know, vocals.
It's a lot more work to get like perfectly, because when you're writing the script, you've got, you know, clips in mind, and things like that. You know, you can send it off to somebody for editing. It's like, what do I put here?
That's that's kind of an issue I had with Earthworm Jim when I had to edit it. Because I'm not a huge Earthworm Jim fan. I do like the series. I think it's ridiculous, and I love it for that. But you know, I don't really play it that often, so I did have to do a bit of research to get all the facts and, you know, editing. Admittedly, I did write the script, but you know, it helps. You know, I found that again with some of the later entries which I edited. Although it does help if you do the whole thing yourself, of course.
I did like some research for Shenmue, and I knew most of the stuff that I was talking about, but like just doing some research anyway. The only and I didn't write the script for Comic Zone, but the only script that I didn't do any research for was Metal Slug.
Oh yeah.
I'll talk more about that later, because that's a funny story.
It's up next, isn't it? So
it is up next, right?
I think so. By the way, if you're watching this commentary in isolation, as in you haven't actually watched the countdown, well, one, you're a bit of an idiot, and two, well, you're an idiot because the quality in this video is going to be awful in terms of the actual countdown. Because what I did is, in total, this comes to about half an hour, this whole video. Do you want to stop now so you can tell your story? I can continue?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Ryan Weiss Ritter, I don't know how to pronounce it, didn't actually write the script, but I felt really bad, so I did, about him, not writing the script. I was just like, you know what, he wrote the script, he brought the idea, and I didn't say anything about it. So, however, I spent I had to take a test on the day I was writing the script, and the entire time while I was taking the test, I wasn't focusing on the test or anything. I was just thinking of the script in my head.
I've done
and, it was like one of those standardized tests.
Oh,
so, it's like, actually worth something. And the entire time just thinking, Metal Slug, Metal Slug. What can I say about Metal Slug? And I think it came out pretty good. So yeah, that's the story. It was real quick, so keep going, Rabbit.
Oh yeah. I was just thinking, that bit there, it's the bit where he's right at the end, he's like, all very calm, nice music, the Metal Slug is it Final Attack, the music?
Yeah, it is.
I love that. I had to arrange that, that was murder.
Yeah, you did.
Horrible really thing to do. And basically, you know, all nice and calm, you know, talking about Metal Slug, what a great game, and then you scream into the mic, and hearing that for the first time, I swear I shat myself, like, oh my god!
Good.
Where the hell did that come from? Well, you know, it was quite a quiet kind of moment when I heard that.
It was, yeah.
That was quite scary.
I'm not going to fake excitement, but I was like, okay, whatever. Oh, this came out terribly. I love it.
It was quite good. I mean, seriously. Actually, while we're on this entry, no offense to Gamma. I never know these names, and I don't say them. I just read them. And I don't, you know, Gamma. I call him Gamma. I think Mega Man X #8. Spoilers. Was the first one to be done.
It was.
Finished. And even better, it was actually finished before my top 15 Metal Gear Solid bosses list.
Oh yeah, no.
Long ago that was. That was like June. Like, jeez. But the complaint I have, which kind of came about in the comments, quite a lot of comments in the video was audio quality.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, not for example, because this is quite good, this is your complete entry, this is Shenmue.
Right.
But with,
I'm not a huge fan of this entry, to be honest. Voice off editing is pretty bad. Pretty subpar.
There was issues with, vocals in this countdown. And all I'd say to that is, we have, I don't know how many different vocal people we did have thing for this countdown.
Right.
But there were about, I don't know, let's call that about 6. We can't have the same mic quality all the way through. It got to a stage for some of them where we basically said, if you have a mic, please for the love of God help us, basically.
Right, because there were a lot of parts and we couldn't do them all.
Yeah, that was our problem, so...
Some mics won't be as good as others, and that's totally fine. All you really have to do is pay more attention.
Yeah.
And, if you can't pick up on somebody, just go back in the video and try to listen some more. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Even if you can't really understand all that well, as long as you know that they're talking about, in this case, Shenmue, admittedly your voice is fine in this, but, when they're talking about Shenmue, just sort of pick bits out, you know roughly what they're going to talk about, unless you have no knowledge of the game, then just go with it. But, just work with it. There's nothing else we can do at the moment. People have talked about adding subtitles. Maybe if I get the time and the effort and can be bothered. Right. Subtitles, but I just don't see the point. And this is the first one which was done. I'm proud of this.
I think this came out pretty well, actually. Because I know it was the first one done. I was just using it as a template for the Shenmue entry. Like, what should I do? How should I format make my video flow?
Yeah. No,
and
I'm a template. That's quite nice. But by the way, actually, this is something I asked you before, but I can't remember where I asked you, and I can't remember where you responded. But what was the name of the song in the Shenmue entry?
Memories of Distant Days.
That's a great song.
It's one of my favorite songs of Shenmue. Shenmue's got a really good soundtrack. It's got a really good everything, but I'm a fanboy, so of course I'm going to say that.
Okay.
But no, Shenmue's got a really good soundtrack. Check it out, definitely.
We'll just leave that
for everybody watching the commentary.
We'll just leave that topic before you get teary-eyed over Shenmue. But
the rest of the commentary is about Shenmue.
Yeah, just sort of all of this. We're just going to talk about Shenmue and why you should buy it and why it's the greatest game ever. But
it is.
I bet it is. There was a moment in this countdown, this entry, Mega Man X. I showed pictures of the box art. It wasn't really box art because it's WiiWare. But, of Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10.
No, Capcom actually made a box for it.
Okay, I didn't know that. But, learn something new every day. But Mega Man 9 and 10, and I basically said why, and really why. That's not saying I don't like the games, I just think it's pointless to make them. It just it felt forced. Again, an example of a forced sequel. Why would you?
Capcom's the best at that.
Oh yeah, that's it. And actually, while we're here, with Gunstar Heroes, do you want to say what you want to say about Gunstar Heroes?
Oh, right. People were saying Gunstar Superheroes, and I brought that up. I actually own it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we gotta add a line in. And nobody did it. Here's the thing, though. Gunstar Heroes is a pseudo-remake. It's not exactly the same, but it's close enough to the original where it's not an official sequel.
Yeah.
Well, so, it doesn't really count in my eyes. It's half counts. So, this is an accurate entry as far as I'm concerned. We should have acknowledged it.
I guess, yeah.
Right.
Although I would say that picture of a cake, that's not a hot cake, that's kind of a cold cake.
It looks good either way.
Oh yeah, it's eye candy, literally well, it's not really candy, but it's eye cake. Okay, whatever. I don't know where I'm going with it. And another Clown Boss entry.
Right.
Now, this was actually this was the last one to be done.
Right on deadline.
Right on deadline, because this was uploaded the 28th, was it? 28th?
25th.
Well, the countdown was 28th, wasn't it? Or 29th? Or
Yeah, it was.
Late in January. And then this entry was done on the 25th. And I was away from the Chaos Theatre for personal reasons. And basically, I kept in touch with Utter Spartan and told Clown Boss to get on with it, basically. And I apologise to him now if I came across as a bit of a dick, but it looked fantastic. I mean, I think Clown Boss said that he actually did all this. He got all this footage himself.
He recorded all the
He recorded it himself. I mean, that, you know, that's fantastic. And it looks really good.
Really good.
And I've got to praise this entry as well, because it's this bit here, from this point onwards, it's just really funny. It's these little like, text bits. It's like, that bit, I love that one. Even if you're playing for the first time, it feels like you're returning to the womb. It's so beautiful. And he bashes FBFs, which is nice. Yeah. Which is nice. And
needed a bit more bashing.
Oh yeah, of course. And of course, oh my god, I love this guy to pieces.
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
I think because he is French, you say his name like Huguenot. I'm trying to do it in a French accent. Huguenot, I don't know, but he is just, I don't even know. I mean, he doesn't upload videos that often, but the ones he does upload are really good.
Yeah, they're really good. I'm subscribed to him, and I always have to wait until his English tracks come out so I can understand them. Like, I always feel really bad about them because I always want to watch them. Like, oh right, I can't understand them. But he does a really good job translating them too.
Oh no,
or I think that friend does it or something.
Yeah,
it's a great job either way.
His English is fantastic. I mean,
yeah, no, his English is really good.
Although actually, it kind of helps that. Well, I study
better than mine.
Oh yeah. I study French at a high level. Like, I don't know what it is in America, but it's like 17, 18 sort of age bracket.
I'm able to take French next year, I think.
Oh, right.
So I'm gonna do it.
And thankfully, I could understand bits of his works. But the reason why I like this guy so much is because he's so goddamn funny.
Yeah, no, he's really funny.
Jesus Christ! You know, you'll see it later in this video. I saw it for the first time. I fell out of my chair. I'm not kidding. I saw it and I fell out. I was rolling on the floor laughing. I was literally rolling on. I was ruffling. I was physically ruffling. I don't know. I'm having a brain.
It made me laugh. It was really good.
It was. Him sort of smoking something. I don't know what it was, but he was smoking something. Or pretending to, at least. The Star Fox series. I was glad we came up with this one, really.
Yeah, no, that was a good pick.
Yeah.
I was initially iffy about it, but they did a really good job on it. I was like, oh yeah, you're right.
This is
we do need another Star Fox.
This was another one which was quite early on. This is, of course, my editing. The crappy subtitle for the game that should fade out of canon in its obscurity. Kind of catchy. Sort of thing. I liked it.
Although,
I don't know.
It made me think of something. F-Zero. You should put that on there.
Ah, I see. Well, yeah. That's quite a good one. I don't know why that didn't come. Although,
I don't know why I didn't pick that, because I'm a huge F-Zero fan. Admittedly, I didn't like GX. I didn't like GX. I like X and the SNES, and that's it.
I tried playing GX.
GX is really hard.
GX is ridiculous.
And I don't think its track design's very good. I mean, compared to X. You can claim as much as you want for it.
I'm the person who plays Shadow of the Colossus and finds that hard. I mean, oh, hang on. Everybody shut up, it's Huguenot.
Yes.
And you just, I don't know. And I should say, the bit which comes up here, where it actually fades out to the Part 2 transition, it was really good. the video shot, the meme sniper of the Chaos Theatre again.
He made his way to this video.
I know,
awesome.
It's fantastic. I don't know. What was I going to say? I've forgotten now. Yeah, the raw video he posted of this entry, rather than have the little interlude in smoking. He's so funny. I'm trying to talk about him. I've lost my voice. No, my voice. I lost what I was going to talk about. Yeah, the raw video. It didn't have the transition. It had something like, please, Rabbit, be kind enough to transition to it, and it had like some
Chester egg bomb.
That thing. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. I didn't actually know it was Chester egg bomb, but thank you. It's just fantastic.
Something by Doug Walker.
Yeah,
Chester egg bomb.
I don't know. Hang on. And yeah, it's just fantastic editing. Look at that. Also, like a flame cameo. No one asked him. No one really. We didn't really need it. Because he's at the end as well, he's at the end, isn't he? As a after this project thing, isn't he? I can't remember.
I don't remember. He said we didn't credit him, but
I might have been sort of
Oh yeah, no, you did like a special thanks to him.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
That's not it.
What else? Yeah, actually, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much to the Arsenal Flame, Alex Rashawn. I can't describe how much I'm so thankful to you, because what he did, I don't know if you saw, when the first part went up, he actually put the first part as a featured video on his channel. And it basically meant that anybody who saw, anybody who went on his channel automatically saw this video. Hence why it's got so many views, I guess. But, you know, that's brilliant publicity. I didn't actually know he'd do that, but I still credited him.
Right. Columbus said, can you please do that? And I think he had already done it by that point, so that was really cool. Actually, one of my, friends, actually found the video that way. Yeah. He goes, you in a video over the weekend? I'm like, yeah. How do you know? He's like, I saw it on a guy's channel. This is the first time I was ever on his channel. He found this video. I was like, that's awesome.
That's weird. That's very weird. Funny, but weird. Yeah, don't worry, just my mic's being funny. I had a little thing that flashed up saying lots of background noise. Fuck off. This is very unprofessional, but I don't care.
All commentaries are.
Oh yeah, you know. I have no notes. You have notes. I have no notes.
I do.
Yep.
Although, I think I ran out of notes here.
Just winging it from here now.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, yes. My favourite entry, mainly because I got to see whatever the hell I wanted with this.
You did a really good job in Sogama.
It's alright.
I like it a lot.
I used
the beginning here is really good, because you make a good point. I really like it when commentaries do that.
By the time they did. It was
the commentaries, top 10.
Oh, yeah, same thing. Still applies.
Right.
I mean, seriously, you know, no one has a clue what we're talking about. It was the Carmiti Garana. I love that song. The thing which H-Bomb Crew was ranting on about for a while. I just something I love in video game music is shock value, the sort of thing you're not expecting it.
Right.
But it's just this sort of thing which just explodes onto the scene, this incredible piece of music.
Tommy Tallarico's really good at that. I'm pretty sure he did the soundtrack for Earthworm Jim.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah. You check, if you want an example of that, and this goes for everybody, check out the Terminator soundtrack from the Sega CD. It's so good, and it's done by Tommy Tallarico.
Oh, wow.
Taking the Air is the best one. Let's keep going.
Guess what I'm doing after this video?
What?
Oh, I'll probably doing that, actually. Have to go along with it. Yeah, it's
too bad.
I decided to use the Carmiti Garana because I don't know, I just love that song. It comes out of nowhere, and it's almost verging on stupidly epic. That sort of and I put that at the beginning because I wanted some sort of, I don't know, Super Meat Boy sequel thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. Although the song is returning in our next project. You're not allowed to say it, I'm not allowed to say it. It's a secret to anybody. Although, you know, you can easily access it if you go on Chaos Theatre, which I don't know, otherwise it might hurt you.
Join the forum.
We have cookies.
You can't stop plugging it.
I don't know. We just need as many people on there as possible. Well, okay, we don't need as many people on there, but the community on there is just insane. There's so many creative people on there, as you see from this, as you'll see from the next one we do, which is even bigger. It's like 6 times bigger. It's just going to be everything that this thing was, better and bigger. So it's just going to be something. It's also going to take a lot longer. I guess if it's 6.5 times bigger, it will take us a couple of years to do. And actually, just that bit there, the Chaos Theatre production thing, Bob. I noticed that on the video. YouTube desynced the audio, and I got so angry with that because the whole idea of that thing is it's the fuse row thing.
Right.
I haven't played Skyrim yet. I'm sorry, I haven't. I haven't really got sucked into it either. I'm just sort of it away. So, I apologise for that. I will atone at some point in my life, but not now. I'm working. And it desynced it. It was I think it was Outside the Flame again who actually played around with some sound effects and made it die instead of in Rabbit scream thing. And I you know, on a Skype conversation, I nicked that basically, and I stuck it in without telling him. And he did mention it. But, why haven't you credited me? I was like, shit! Outside the Flame, gonna burn me. But yeah, it's all good. So I guess...
Don't test him.
Oh, don't test it, he'll hurt you. You know, you've seen how Josh reacts to people who...
Oh,
yeah. That's a really funny video.
That's a really funny video.
So I guess that's it for now.
That is it.
We will see you. Hopefully, you know, Pyro will be up for the next one. You up for the next one?
Yeah, I'm definitely up for the next one.
We still can't tell it, but you know, it will come out at some point, like in the next 5 years. But it'll be really good. It's big. It's bad. It's gonna kick some serious ass. And that was my American accent there for the first time in a long time. But so I've been rabbidluigi.
I'm Hegamaru.
And we will see you next time.
Great talking to you. Bye.